And now, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Good Night with Christopher Blue. Put your hands together and make welcome your host, Christopher Blue!
Hello and welcome to Good Night with Christopher Blue. I'm Christopher Blue, and this might be the first time I actually mean it when I say we have a wonderful show for you tonight. Because somehow I was able to convince a Vegas magician to come onto this show. So let's get him out here. Tyler Sherwin.
Let's do this.
All right. Are you okay?
I think so.
Wow. So, Tyler, we met years ago.
Yes.
We have a mutual friend who introduced us, and I believe you were working as a lifeguard at the time.
At the pool here in town. Yes.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. That's how, I can't believe, it's been, oh my gosh, I think 9 years. And, time flies, especially with everything that goes on within our lives. And it's pretty amazing, man. I can't believe it's been 9 years, and it's awesome to reconnect with you outside of, just the past four years of being out in Vegas. So it's awesome.
Absolutely, yeah. I know about you,
Yeah.
Most of the audience here knows about you, but but we are a YouTube show, so tell the audience at home a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, well, I am a magician. I never intended to be a magician. At my 4th birthday party, I had a magician come to my house, and it was my old babysitter's husband. And he taught me my first magic trick ever with a couple of sponge balls and a card trick. And after that, it kind of sparked my interest of being a magician. And I didn't anticipate it to be a career, but one thing after another happened, and here I am today with I've even got a couple of tricks on me for the show that I've created that I've never even done before, and I'm kind of excited.
Oh.
Yeah, right, Brandon? Yeah.
Well, so you kind of covered my second question here, but I'm going to ask it anyway because that's what I prepared.
Absolutely.
So what made you realize that, you need to be performing magic?
Honestly, I feel like the beauty behind magic is magic happens in everybody's life. Whether it's good or bad, there's magic in everybody's life. And when I was 4 years old and I saw that magic trick and it felt that way, I wanted to make sure that people felt that way for the rest of their lives. Whether it was through doing a card trick and being able to use that as an icebreaker and then talking to people outside of that, encouraging and motivating people. I find it's the best way for me to network with people, whether it's anybody, whether it's between celebrities or influencers, or even just, billionaires and millionaires and people in that aspect. They don't know what I know in the magic aspect. And the psychology behind magic is a lot of fun to be able to do with people. And everybody loves magic at some point. Yeah. And I want everybody to feel like a little kid again. And I feel like that's why I love my job. It's because I can make everybody feel like a little kid, take them out of the reality that they're living within, and then put them in my reality just for a couple of minutes, and that's all I need. So that's what I love.
I absolutely love that answer.
Thank you.
See, I've been dabbling a little bit in magic for a little while. I'm a huge fan of Chris Ramsey on YouTube.
Yep.
And I love learning from people who are willing to teach.
Yep.
And I think I even tried to come to you at one point, but you're like, I'm in Vegas, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
But so again, I have Chris Ramsey and YouTube magicians like that. But who would you say are some of your biggest inspirations?
Yeah, I feel like my inspirations in magic are a little bit different. Everybody always has, whether it's David Blaine, or they say, oh, you want to be the next David Blaine, or you want to be the next Chris Angel, you want to be the next David Copperfield. It's really no, I just want to be me. And so when it comes to looking at magicians, I admire every magician for doing what they've done because they've all done it differently in their own way. And that's exactly what I'm doing with my life. Not many people from Indiana decide to move to Vegas and try and pursue magic and not have nothing lined up. But when it's just a dream, I feel like that's what I want everybody to realize in the end of the day, is we all have a dream. We all have these people we admire and we look up to. But in the end of the day, you have that opportunity to make that happen. And if you don't push and you don't pursue it, then it's never going to come true. You'll say, well, maybe tomorrow, or maybe next week, or maybe next year, or next month. But if you don't start today, then it'll never happen. And so I feel like with me, one of my biggest mentors growing up was the amazing Johnathan, who recently passed away. He passed away in January. But I was lucky enough to see him perform his last show ever. Wow. And do some funny comedy magic to him, which he really didn't like, but he also liked at the same time. And I got to learn a lot from him on just the aspect of, life's too short not to have fun and do what you love. And that's why I'm going to keep doing. So that's why I love the amazing Johnathan. So
very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, you were performing magic here for a long time, then you moved out to Vegas. What would you say is like the biggest difference between the two areas and performing?
Definitely the money. Yeah. Definitely the money is a big difference. But I would say, like, here there's no entertainment in Indiana. So you have to create the entertainment market. So as a businessman, it's very difficult to create a market that's not even been tapped into very much. Where you have musicians and performers, but you don't have like circus entertainers out here, which is kind of wild, especially with Peru being the circus capital of the world.
Right.
It's all kind of transitioned and moved to other places such as Las Vegas or Orlando or LA or even New York City and Chicago. So out here, there's not a very big market, and I find that kind of being a struggle, whereas in Vegas, you can literally go and perform anywhere you want on the Strip, walking around and meeting random people, but you still might not make money doing it. So you have to know how to market yourself and focus on like other aspects of income, such as social media and things of that nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, again, I dabble in a little bit, but what advice would you give to newbies in magic who maybe want to get into it and
Absolutely. When it comes to like anything, I mean, whether it's not even necessarily magic, but anything entertainment-wise, I feel like the best way to create your character of who you are is to post on TikTok consistently, whether it's 3 videos a day, and then when one video pops off, not only are you going to know that's the character that you need to be, but it's also giving you the practice that you need in between each and every performance that you do, each and every song that you create, each and every opportunity that you're trying to do, whether it's a juggling act or whatever it is. The practice in front of a camera is probably the most difficult thing for most people, because a lot of people don't know how to talk into a camera, or they can't look at a camera lens and know exactly what to say. But if you practice over and over every day, it will come natural to you. And then when opportunities like this come forth, you're ready to go. And it's completely improv, but it's always great. And that's what I love. So that's always what I tell people to start on is, especially with magic, if you're interested in learning magic, there's plenty of magic that people can learn on YouTube. I've got a couple of videos up on myself on my YouTube page. But I also feel like sharing the secrets of magic is very hard. And if you ever heard of magicians in the past, the older magicians really live by the code where you're not supposed to teach magic to the public because it ruins the art. But the thing that I love about magic is it's constantly changing. It's constantly developing into new ideas, and it makes it more of a challenge for us, especially with the TV show The Masked Magician came out, and it ruined all of these big illusions for these big magicians. And people were like, wow, that's really cool on how it was done. But in the aspect of it, that was a $500,000 to $1 million magic trick that magicians would pay for just to buy. And now that trick can never be performed again because everybody knows how the trick is done. But that's also when it gets to be a fun time as a magician, because you have to think outside of the box even more to use that same prop but in a different way. And I feel like that's the best way to learn is through YouTube, grabbing a deck of cards, going to your local magic store, go to Stoner's if you're anywhere here in Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana. Dick Stoner is a great magician. And he
not
has
a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, just a great guy. And that's what I think is, in the end of the day, if you want to learn if you want to learn a card trick or a magic trick in general, start with something that's around your house, whether it's, a Sharpie, you can do like little things like that. You know, that's a terrible addiction, though. I'm still talking to my psychiatrist about it, so I got to quit it. But in the end of the day, you just got to pick up a deck of cards and want to do it, and you have to stay focused with it. You have to continuously practice. We used to practice in a mirror back in the day on public speaking or reading or whatever this is, but now we have cameras everywhere. So just turn on your phone, and the camera eye is better than our eye. So, of course, if you do a magic trick from a specific angle, you'll learn the angles and everything else. So, definitely, that's the way to do it.
Yeah. So, there's a question, actually, I thought about that that is not on this card because, again, the show has no rules.
Yeah.
You were speaking about TikTok and creating a character. There's a catchphrase that you are kind of known for on TikTok. Yes. How did that come to be?
It was, unfortunately, my grandparents are in the audience tonight, and, you know, some of the family members here, so thank you guys. Thank you. With that, I came up with the phrase when I was really drunk one night, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry to tell you guys. There was random people on Omegle. That's actually how I used to practice magic when I was a kid. Since I lived in the middle of nowhere where we had dial-up internet, so from age 11 to even now, I mean, I still go on Omegle and practice because it's the great way to see what other people's reactions are. And if you could fool somebody through a camera, then it works out kind of perfectly. And you don't have to travel. You don't have to go anywhere. You can literally collaborate with anybody in the world through that social media platform, or through that app, I should say. So with me, I feel like that all just came out of nowhere. And when I saw that it worked and I got 75 million views, it changed my life overnight, where I knew that was exactly what I needed to do. And then from there forth, I put the next 6 weeks in for 20-hour days and made up content that lasted 1.5 years after that, and 6.5 weeks. And after that, I was just ready to go. And I just knew what I had to do, and I ran with it. So I went from 70,000 followers all the way up to 1.7 million followers in about 1.5 years, and it's been crazy. So thank you. Thank you, guys.
Well, with that, so where can people find you on social media and all that?
Yeah, on social media, so it's Tyler Sherwin Magic on TikTok. I also have Instagram, which is TS_Magic. We're working on a brand new podcast right now for YouTube, and it's going to be really cool, called the 4M Project, going over magic, marketing, mindset, and motivation. So if any of those pique your interest, it's at Tyler Sherwin on YouTube as well.
All right, and all those links will be in the description of this video. With that, you are the entertainment for tonight, so take it away, Tyler.
Awesome.
And amaze us.
I am super excited, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for having me out here today. Thank you for all the supporters on coming out as well. Give Chris a round of applause for an amazing show. And this is going to be really cool. So I've got 2 magic tricks that are very special. And one of them is a prediction, and I hope you guys enjoy this trick. It took me 9 hours to make this prop, but it's an amazing gimmick, and I finally got it done. Are you ready to help me?
I would love to, yeah.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to slide this right here. I'm going to make 4 piles right in front of you. Would you point to any 3 piles, or any 2 piles? We'll just make it 2.
Point to any 2 piles?
Any 2 piles you want, yep.
Let's go with the 2 at the end.
The 2 at the end, perfect. I'm going to take these 2, and I'm going to slide this one right here. That way it's not against the wire. Point to one of the 2 piles.
I'll go with this one.
Perfect. Take that top card right there for me. You can look at it, show everybody in the audience your card. And hopefully the cameras can pick this up as well.
Well,
there we go.
I'm the boss.
Yeah.
Don't tell him.
All right, Chris, go ahead and put it anywhere in the deck of cards, anywhere you want.
Anywhere?
You can shuffle up the cards for me. And we're going to try and make this the most difficult kind of trick. Like I said, I do have a prediction if this trick goes wrong. And I hope that it works, but it's going to be really good. Is that your card on the table? Yeah, perfect. The song. Thank you guys. All right, this is going to be great. It is a red card, isn't it?
Yeah, they're all red.
Dang it, you
Did I
took my
steal
joke.
your joke?
Dang it. All right. I took my joke. I don't know where to go from there now. All right. So this is what we can do. Magicians will shuffle a deck of cards in each hand, right? It's called Charlier, a double Charlier. We can do a flourish, one of my favorites. But I have no idea where this card is. I do have a second card in here. But with your help, I want you to tell me any time to stop. I'm going to riffle through all of the cards, and I'm going to stop. Okay. It's going to land on your card. And if it does, this is not my magic trick. This is his magic trick. Purely his. Are you ready?
All right, yeah.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Would you turn that card over? You tell me, is that your card?
No, it's not.
You kidding me? What? Okay, that's obviously not it because it's a red card. Right. It is. So I did come up with a prediction. It's a diamond. It's a number card, right? Yeah? A little louder. Yeah! All right. I think I got it. The 4 diamonds.
That is incorrect.
Are you kidding me? Are you guys... No. Was it close?
Kind of close, yeah.
All right, well, I mean, I get half of a round of applause for that one, I guess. So it's close, right? Dang it. See, magic is about fixing mistakes, though. Since it was a diamond and it was close, I want to see if I can do this. Are you ready?
Okay.
Watch the 4 of diamonds. Is it that 6 of diamonds? Was that the card?
That is the card.
There it is, yes! All right. Wow. Thank God that worked. That would have been terrible. Oh my gosh. All right, and now for this trick, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to get everybody involved in the audience on this, and we're going to get involved with this too. But this is another prediction. It's a number that we're going to calculate. But it's not just going to be any number, and I'm going to save that for the second part of the trick. Okay. Watch these disappear. All right, terrible joke. All right, so inside of here I have another deck of cards. Okay? We're going to use these here in a second. I'm going to set them right back in there. Perfect. Now I've got my cell phone here. And I am going to open up my calculator. Everybody can see my calculator, right? Yeah! You got it? You got it, Tom? Yeah? Okay. We'll start it off. Give me any 3 single-digit numbers.
216.
216. Now I'm going to multiply this by 3 numbers. Grandma, give me any 3 numbers. 472.
And I'm sure that's his actual grandmother. He's not just calling out a random elderly woman.
Yes, it is. 472. All right. Brandon, give me any 3 numbers. 8. 7. 870. 870. Now we're going to do this. I would like any 4 single-digit numbers.
Any 4 single digits.
We're multiplying all the numbers. As of right now, we have 88,698,240. It will make sense after we get to the big digit. Are you ready? Any 4 numbers?
2.
2.
5.
5.
7.
7.
3.
3. Multiplying all of these numbers together to get one large number. Shows up as an error, but we turn it sideways, it turns into a scientific calculator. So we have 2,603,065,468. Right?
Okay.
I told you I had a prediction. On the inside of here, I'm hoping I can take all of the cards, make them all disappear. Maybe. Technical issues. 1, 2, 3. All of the cards besides 1 card. This card lines up to being the exact same number. 2,603,065,468. 8.
Can we get a close-up of that? That's crazy. Man.
But I told you there was 2 parts to this trick,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Do you have any idea what that number is?
I have no idea what that number is.
Yeah, then that's just my debt from college. What are you talking about?
Are you sure? You don't know what that number is?
I'm pretty sure you're about to blow my mind.
Does this sound familiar? 260-306-5468.
No.
Is that not your phone number?
That's not. Oh, you know what that is?
Yeah, that is his
Hold
phone
on.
number.
That's my business number.
That's the business number,
Do not
baby.
call that number. Oh.
Thank you, guys. That is an awesome show. That's
Man,
an awesome
Way to go.
Oh, well. Yeah, that's our show. I gotta go collect my brain. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Please check out Tyler on all his socials and stuff. Until next time, good night, my sweet baby angels. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.